We're up here. I actually drove the truck up here and the buggy. We got our concrete. We're going to put an anchor here, but a bear must have found the feeder because he totally destroyed it. And is there evidence of bear? Yeah. It's bigger than my foot. And he knocked the camera over there. We're going to try to till this up a little bit, and I'm going to put an anchor here underneath here. She's scared. So what we did, I had her back up onto this stump, and I'm going to put the Groundhog MAX in the back if it's high enough. All right, I put the Groundhog in the back. All right, pull forward, see if you can get off of there. Oh, too high. Try backing up. Don't stop. Don't stop. It's gripping the ground. Try to go around the circle. Definitely disking it up. Might be a little too high though. Those back wheels aren't even touching the ground. Hey, try to get your back wheel up on here again. Back up here again. So this is after 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. This thing, you can see the back wheel's not hardly touching, but she's going crazy. It's tearing it up. There's roots still in here, there's rocks. I didn't go through this raking nothing. We just hit it with the mowers. And we're up here with this Groundhog. Whoa. I told her to get close to everything as possible. At first I thought I had it too low. Because half the wheel, like the back wheels, you can see. The front wheels are doing most of the work, but it's forcing it down in there. Alright, I've got a 55-gallon drum here, a plastic one. I didn't get a metal one because the metal will rust out. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to fill it up with concrete, mix it up. I got my water here, bags of concrete, and then we're going to anchor this to that eye hook right there. It's welded on there. Alright, well, what do you think about that Groundhog?
Well, it works. Pulls up tree stumps, everything. It's hard to maneuver though because there's no power steering.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to go, you hit something, the whole steering wheel just slips out of your hand. You're like out of control for a second. So
yeah, there's a lot of logs in here and rocks. Like I said, she just threw this one out. It actually picked up that out of the ground. But how long do you think you've been doing this?
Feels like only like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, this thing is completely chewed up. We got to get a little closer to the stump and this whole strip right here. But I'm going to move my truck out of the way. We're just taking a break because you get bounced around a lot.
Yeah, you're actually using your arm muscles the whole time.
That's because of this UTV. It's just a cheapy Landmaster with no power steering. So, but let's take a look back here. I threw some corn in there. Got busted up for weight. But you can see that back wheel's up off the ground. I have it pretty low, I think. I got it digging in pretty far. You can see how deep it's going down in there. But it's working. I think this thing's getting a workout forward and back and cutting the wheel because this is such a small, tight area here until we make it bigger. But if you were just doing straight runs back and forth or in a big oval, a big circle where you didn't have to back up or anything, it'd probably be...
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Oh, yeah, you'd be flying it around. That dirt would be flying out of the back of it. Yeah. So would I recommend that? Yep. If you don't have a tractor and you just want to do little tiny food plots around, or heck, if you got the time, a bigger food plot, just keep driving around and around and around because you're doing what a tractor does. And this thing, this rear, it came welded like that, so I wasn't worried about this breaking like on some of the four-wheelers and stuff. So the frame's a little bit beefier, I guess, to be able to use this. That's what I'd be afraid of if you had a weaker rear system.
Yeah, because it beats it up. Definitely beats it up.
Yeah, you're bouncing around like crazy.
Yeah.
And it's virgin soil, so of course it would be. This would be the hardest time to do it.
Yeah, it's hard. This ground is hard as a rock.
Yep, we couldn't even get T-posts banged in here. So that's a pretty good testament for it right there. If we can't even bang T-posts in more than 4 inches, and this thing's tilling it up pretty good up here. So this is going to take all day. If we could get the truck up here, we should have run a mixer up here.
You should have brought the other mixing containers for of Dave's down there, and I could be mixing a bag while you're mixing a bag.
You won't be able to lift your arms by the end of this. All right, so I'm going to shovel it in.
We are on bag 1.
What's that?
We are on bag 1 out of 12.
Holy moly. I'm half tempted to just dump the bags in here and go like this with the hoe and mix it right in there. I don't know if that'd be easy or not.
Probably not. This is where you should probably be wearing a mask. Not in restaurants or stores. Why can't we have a pond or a creek up here or something? Get some water.
There's a mud puddle back there.
Hey, might work.
Okay, we've got 5 bags done. One broke as I was lifting it, of course. It got damp, so it just busted apart. We saved most of it. So 5 bags of concrete. Looks like it's filling it up to here. A little bit above that line. 5 bags. So 10 bags should get us here. And I got 12 bags. So I think I'll get right about to where the handles are on this thing. And the water's going well. We're still on the first jug of water, so I was wrong about the water mix. So 1 jug did 5. And that's what the slurry looks like. It's nice and loose. I don't even think it needs to be that loose. It's going to take a long time to cure inside this. It's pretty loose. Let's keep going. so here's my invention. This is the screw anchor that's supposed to go down into the ground all the way up to here and then hook your cable. Well, we can't get anything into the ground, so I connected rebar onto here, and this thing is going to go down inside the concrete like this. I already tried it. It's pretty loose. So we're just going to wiggle this down in there, right about where I think the height is going to be. Maybe like somewhere like that. Actually, we should put a branch through it so it don't sink down. Of course it's a sticker bush I'm grabbing. Okay, let's keep going. All right, we're just cleaning up now. All done. 12 bags of 12 80-pound bags of concrete and almost 3 5-gallon jugs of water. So we're all done. This is what it looks like here. I think if I had one more bag, I could have mounted it, but I would have had to lift the eye hook up a little bit higher, which kind of sucks because I got handles here. So what I did is I just stuck these logs in there so that the water, if this top fills up with water, it'll drain out the handles on all 4 corners. We got the cable up. I got to cut this slack off up there, but I think now with this on here, this is almost 1,000 pounds right there. So if the wind blows, it should try to lift it, but this right here should hold it from going high enough to tilt over. It'll probably rock a little bit, but I don't know where the weakest link is. I think the weakest link might be their weld of their little loop underneath there, but I think it should be fine. So if you look over here, we tilted all this up with the Groundhog. They tore it up pretty good. And that's just going forward and back. That's not even driving in a nice circle. All right, so here's these 2 bags I picked up, some no-plow stuff. Although we tilled it up pretty good. I mean, if you look at this, that's pretty good. It's a lot of organic material. It's not just solid dirt, but for the first time, man, I think that Groundhog MAX really works. But these are the 2 bags I picked up. Nothing special. I'm just going to see if anything grows in here. And I just got my little hand spreader because it's such a small area. And we'll spread this stuff down and get out of here. All right, finished product. We fixed the camera over here. I threw a couple branches on there just to break it up a little bit, so if something's coming up the trail, they don't get spooked by a barrel sitting there. But they'll get used to it after a while. And I kind of drove the truck over it a little bit, packed it down. We got all the seeds down. I wish that stump wasn't there. And there's like a hill right here. If that was flat, would be nice. But I think we can go back that way a little bit more, flatten out. But there's another stump right in there. So there'll be stumps here and there, but we can work around them for now. That's it. Hopefully that holds her down.